Conversations in Cognac, episode 17. It is I, the voice of your headphones, Frank. That's right, just Frank. But I keep it oh so frank with it. And you can find me on all social media platforms. I forgot my intro, bro.
You can find him on all major social media platforms at Frez781.
I'm not a rapper, but I do it for them. Intro all fucked up. It don't matter. Because I am here with Beloved. Say what up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Mike Bratz is here, a.k.a. the Whiteberry White. And we ready to fuck this shit up. Because we got a special guest in this bitch.
Yes.
The CEO of HBZ Media, Zach Johnson.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Everyone wild.
Zach, I love you.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me. I follow your podcast religiously.
Absolutely.
You guys are the best.
Thank you. You're the best too, man. You're doing your thing in the city.
Thank you so much.
We took notice, and we thought to bring you on and be a part of our show, and just be a part of the scene more. You know what I mean?
Awesome. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
All right, so Zach Johnson, HBZ Media. So before we get started, why don't you just tell the people where they can find you to start?
So my name is Zach. I own HBZ Media. It's a videography and photography company now based in Ashland, Mass. I serve the greater Boston community. And you can find me on all social media platforms at HBZ Media and also on Twitter and Instagram at HBZ_media. I do so much from music videos to weddings. So if you're interested in any of that, go check me out. Content.
Plug that shit.
Plug
yes,
that in,
plug
put
it.
in.
Tag him.
Everybody. So, all right.
Well, I think before we get started,
Yes.
it's shot time.
Did we already have enough?
No.
I'm about to say, dog.
I'm just playing. We're shouting.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I know you're far away.
Cheers.
You could, cheers to the camera if you want.
Cheers.
I'm not even tasting this anymore.
You can roll that over.
Just going down like water.
I slide in your like water.
There it is.
With the water.
You know that song?
Yeah, of course.
Like Ugly God, I think.
Thanks, ugly guy.
I slide in your bitch like water. What happened? Yo, he was down with Bernie hard, right? He had a song like, I feel like I'm Bernie Sanders. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
I think I only heard that song, and that was.
Oh,
it for me.
okay, yeah. Yeah, he was an interesting guy.
Yeah, you want to slide that back over here?
Oh, the
He's
shot.
ready for another shot.
Oh, my
already.
boy.
Oh, no. We good, but.
What the fuck, Mike?
There we go. I almost dropped the fucking wine, the vino. Oh.
Right.
Cameo appearance by
The finest of the finest.
Sutter Home. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on the finest on the pod.
So all right, Zach, let's get into it.
Let's get it.
I have a few questions.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Damn.
For 'em.
All right. No, yes, HBZ, what does that stand for? What's
Yeah,
that
so
exactly?
Originally when I started, it stood for Hype but Zen. Hype, bringing exciting. My energy is exciting. It's I would like to say it's contagious. But Zen, I always bring peace of mind. But that's not it anymore. I cut that out. like a year into it, I was like, nah, that's not it.
What's wrong with it?
I think it's too much. I think I was trying to cover up too much with it. So the HBZ actually stands for my actual personal account, Half Black Zach. I'm mixed.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So when I went into it, I'll tell you a little backstory. So when I went to Westfield State, I walked on the track team, had a pretty fast time, 51 seconds in the 400. I ran with Nate.
Big Nate. Shout out to Nate.
Shout out to Nate Pierre-Louis. And there was like 5 or 6 like white Zachs on the track team. And my captain, who was like an all-American like champion in the pole vault, he was like, you know what? We're going to call you Half Black Zach. Everyone from that point started calling me HBZ. Everyone would scream across the hallways, the dining comments, yo, HBZ, Half Black Zach.
Yeah.
And it just really stuck, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
So when I went to start my business, I was like, what is something that people recognize me because I don't want to be like effective media or like amazing vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something that's like, yo, who is that?
Yeah, just bring your mic a little bit closer to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. Or like you can move it towards
I can
you.
move it.
Yeah, like maybe the other way and then move it from the top. You know what I'm saying?
Swing it over.
Like swing it over. Yeah. Yeah, just like that,
That's good.
bro.
All right.
Yeah, you good.
The thing's like 2 miles away.
So yeah, half black Zach. That's dope.
And it just really stuck. So I want to bring that in, and it was just really cool. And people are like, oh, like when people see like the half black Zach, and they're like, oh, and it's like so cool to see everyone's like reaction to that.
Yeah.
Who took your pictures? You know, Zach. What Zach? You know, half black
Half
Zach.
black Zach.
Half black
There you go.
Zach.
That's dope.
Zach, the big
And
black
then-
guy? Nah, half black, bro.
No, the half black one.
From like the Taekwondo. I mean, the main reason why I want to put the whole Zen thing in is because of my Taekwondo background, and I was able to put the camera in. If you guys have seen my logo, like put the camera in, and then, you know, have my logo
Yo,
in there
dust
with
that
the
off.
Zen.
Dust off the logo so you can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Stun
We got
on
that.
him.
Yeah.
You
I
flashing, bro.
thought I had something on me. I was like,
Nah, you're good, bro.
No, that's dope. So, and again, I was gonna ask you about the logo too. What does the yin yang represent?
So it stood for the Hyped Zen, but it just really traces back to my Taekwondo background, meaning for respect and working hard and just my past in Taekwondo, which has meant a lot for me, and it just continues to be in my everyday practice for what I do now. It just everything's carried over.
Yeah. Do you still practice? Do you still train?
So I don't anymore. I actually unfortunately tore my hamstring in track.
Okay.
At Westfield. So I knew where I was going to be at, and it's not where I want to be anymore for Taekwondo.
Yeah.
I just knew that I wasn't at my ceiling, and I knew I wouldn't be able to train up to my ceiling, so I kind of cut my losses and was able to pursue a career in video.
Okay.
Yeah, one road just led to another.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shit happens, you know.
Yeah, no, for
As
sure.
much as we can.
It was so tough too because I did so much PT work for it. I was in there every day getting treatment, you know, icing, getting all this treatment done for me, and it just nothing ever got better. And it was just one of those things. I was like, well, this is where I'm at, and this is what I need to do to choose my next career, and that's what I did.
Yeah. No, I respect that, bro.
How long did you train for?
In Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Since I was 4, I was doing forms
Crazy.
and, you know, basic training. And then sparring, I started probably when I was like 6 or 7. And I was able to travel to all around the New England area at first. And then eventually I went national and was able to become a national champion. And thank you to my instructor, Reggie Perry, subbing in. I appreciate you, everything that you've done for me. You've been like a father to me, and like for real, like it's meant the world to me.
So you can't just like casually skim. Say that again. National champion.
I was a national champion. Yeah,
You heard that?
I was able to fight for Team USA.
That's ill, bro.
You heard that,
So
Junie?
sick.
He can fight. Unlike you.
You should fight Junie, bro.
Yeah, Junie says he can fight.
Junie likes to bang. So,
Yeah, he
you know
says
what
he can fight. I wish Junie was here. I would have. Yo.
Yo, we can make it legal. We get a ref. We'll get everything. You know what I'm saying? We can fight in here. We can get the tables out.
National champion. Fuck. I can't say I'm national anything.
It was so cool to be able to travel and just. I knew I was like at a point where I was just at such a high level,
Yeah.
but it was just so cool, man. I love that time in my life. I love that time. I was working so hard. I was training. You know, the training regimens were so great, and I was at my best. And that was it. I got
That's
to meet
dope.
so many cool people along the way, and so you know, Raymond Daniels, the person who knocked in Bellator, who did the 720 punch.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, my instructor was on the same team.
Oh, that's
as him.
fucking dope.
Yeah, so I've trained with him before, so I was surrounded by really good company.
Yeah.
And that's why I was able to get to the point where I was at.
Some real solid talent.
Yeah,
Some
amazing talent.
Some good
Unbelievable.
That's sick.
instructors.
Unbelievable.
At what age did you become a national champion?
I was in 8th grade when I became one, and it was at the end of 8th grade. And then my freshman year, I missed the first week of school to fight in Italy, in Naples, Italy.
That's fire.
Yeah.
And I took 5th out of 63 fighters. I lost to the person who won.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, who knows what I would have done after that? But I mean, you can't really talk in the what ifs. But it was such a cool experience.
Yeah. Nah, it sounds fucking fire, bro. It sounds.
Awesome.
You know, I haven't really had an opportunity like that. I mean, I've traveled. Nobody gave a shit besides me, but no, that's dope. Yeah.
Where was like where did you train? Was it in Waltham or
Yeah, I trained on Moody Street.
was it off of Moody Street?
Yeah, it was off of Moody Street. We changed to so many different locations.
Was
Like,
it near Terrace?
Yes. So
Okay.
in the cut there, I'm already forgetting the name because I don't live in Waltham anymore. But it's where Towers is. You take that left.
Yep.
And that's where it was right there.
Andre and Phillip.
Andre Phillips,
Andre Phillips.
who he knows.
And Patrick.
Yep. Those are like my brothers. I've fought with them for years.
Patrick's nice,
Travel.
right?
Both of them were
Yep.
amazing. Yeah.
No, I asked about Pat. I'm just kidding. No, yeah. Okay.
God damn, the shade at Andre. I'm about to call Andre here and beat your ass.
Andre
Andre
had
knows.
really nice kicks, and then Patrick had the elusiveness. He was so fast.
No,
He used
yeah.
to call my instructor called him El Gato because he like
Oh God.
El Gato.
No, that's
You
dope.
know? And then I was a balance of pretty much everyone in the room.
Yeah.
They actually took me once to like check it out because I was like, oh, maybe I'll do it. I was like young. I don't even know if it was Patrick that took me. But no, it's like, oh, okay, that's good enough.
I actually started before.
That's enough.
I started before both of them.
Wow.
Yep.
That's dope.
That's fucking crazy.
That's super cool. I like small world. See?
Yeah.
Bam.
It's so
Connect the
awesome
dots.
because Andre is doing like what I want to.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And Andre is a solid dude, man.
He is a solid.
He's good
dude,
friends with
man.
my sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She was in the wedding.
Yeah, how'd you know?
I Facebook just pictures.
Oh, you
and
saw
everything
pictures.
like that,
Yeah. Andre's out of New York now, right? He lives in New York.
I believe so.
But the wedding was in Mississippi or something?
I'm not even sure. The
Oh, yeah.
pictures looked like it was far away.
Farmlands, right? Or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
It's enough about Andre, though. Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andre, though.
I'm like, let's get back to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
This is the
kidding.
me show,
They
motherfucker.
were national champions. Fuck them. I'm kidding, by the way.
They were national
Nah,
champions.
those are my brothers. So
That's
much.
so
Shout out to
cool.
Andre and shout out to Patrick and everyone from my Perry's Taekwondo, Perry's
Okay.
TK Day.
Okay.
Shout out to him, man.
All right. You got.
There's nothing on my mind, really.
All right. So I guess that's it. All right. Good job.
I
We're done.
it was a quick interview.
So okay. So I know. Well, I'm gonna relate this like to rappers, right? So when people rap and they write like their first like fire rap, like, oh, this is so dope. But then they go back and they're like, yo, this shit's trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have a trash edit that you thought was fire?
It's like all of them. Like it's seriously because I'm constantly growing. I don't even want to say all of them. There's some gems that I have a bunch of gems, I think, personally, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I look back and I'm like, oh, I could have done this different because I love doing videos because each time I learn something.
Yeah.
It's like that each one teach one concept.
Yeah,
you know,
for
I
sure.
learned from someone else by watching and the time span when I did that other video. So it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh, I wish I knew how to do that technique here because it would have made the video more effective.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to point out
Like one video
because
in
it's
particular?
Like, there's so many. There's like a collection of them.
Yeah.
You know?
When did you start messing around with the camera?
Yeah. So I was in high school. Shout out to Hazel, Chris Hazel, and Jeff Whiteley. They really got me into TV, but it was mostly for news. But everything still circulates, right?
Yeah.
Everything in news is still
Like what you
involved with
learned
the
there,
camera. Can translate.
Translate,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I started my freshman year. We were learning. Nobody really got it right away. It was so tough to learn how to edit and shoot, and you know, it's such a tough learning curve. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until my sophomore year, and we had a final project, and Hazel will be able to talk a lot about this, but I couldn't even finish the final project, which is crazy. Like, you know, being where I'm at now and like not being able to finish a final project, it was like, what? So that was like the smack in the face that made me be like, I need to get my stuff together.
Yeah.
And junior year, I was the anchor for Waltham High School, but also they had me edit on the side too, edit some segments for Waltham High, which was really cool. And yeah, that's where it really started, and I've grown ever since then.
That's fire, bro. So, okay, you knew that you wanted to get into this line of work since high school.
I wanted to get into news. I did. And I wanted to be like Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is like one of my big,
that's your guy?
he's my guy. My big inspirations. He's so animated, and you can't not love him. I mean, he says some questionable things sometimes. But
I'm not a big fan of Stephen.
Why?
Boy.
Tag him.
Tag him.
Shout out
Steven.
Shout out to Stephen A.
No, so I think he's dope. I think he's definitely the best talent that ESPN has. And I think he's about to break the bank. I think he's due for a contract this year.
What was it, 100 mil?
I hope so, but I think so. Who is it? Mike, the skinny Mike. Remember the Mike and Mike show?
Yeah.
So the skinny one, he's the one that's paid the most. But I think Stephen A is the talent. So I think he's due for a contract.
Well, he's just on more, right?
Yeah, he's on everything.
Yeah.
So I think he's about to break the bank, and he deserves it. Like, he deserves whatever he's about to get. He deserves probably even more.
Mm-hmm.
But you think he's that good?
I think where he is, yes.
Yeah.
He's put in the work. Have you seen? I don't know if it was a documentary or it's just a segment on him, but like he was working in Philly or New York or wherever he was working, and he has put in the time.
Yep.
You know, there's a reason where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think he traveled with Mike, like Michael Jordan and stuff. Like he was part of like that. Like he covered them.
That's so sick.
Damn, so back then?
Yeah, so
I
he's
didn't
been
realize
around for a while.
Yeah, I didn't know that. God damn.
Yeah, but I just don't like when and again, I think it has to do with like the temperature of like where we at now. Just like not everything has to be racial. And I think that's an agenda that maybe not him, but ESPN is pushing. Mm-hmm. And that it's like it almost like turns me off because I'm like I go to ESPN for my sports, not for anything else. And again, it's like I respect their opinions and stuff, but that's just me. But other than that, I think he's fucking amazing.
Right. I think it's tough, you know?
Yeah.
It's tough. Because then you could talk about, like, the anthem and then, well, I just want to watch sports. You know what I mean?
No.
Like
yeah.
one of those
I'm not one of those either. I'm not like that either. But it's like, what the fuck? No.
Right.
No, it's
I can't believe he's fucking kneeling, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, not that. I'm just talking about like,
get up and play football.
Yeah, like that reporter that told LeBron you just shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble. Are you kidding me?
Laura Ingraham, bitch.
I think for Stephen A, he understands the platform that he has. Yeah. So like, I feel like it hasn't been pushed that much before. So he's really like, trying to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's been an imbalance, so he's trying to.
And I love when he shits on Max.
Yes.
So Max would give
when he farted.
Oh, I didn't see.
Did you hear about? No, you didn't hear about
that. Who farted,
that?
Steve or
Max?
Oh man!
It was like he like sneezed and then he like. farted.
That's hilarious.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm curious, not to get on into this discussion, but you know, I think it might be worth asking. Yeah. Not to make our podcast political, but what do you think of the kneeling situation as an example? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
No,
but
definitely.
Because I know we've had some private conversations in the past.
Right.
So if you're comfortable
as you know, I've gotten into altercation with a friend over it because, unfortunately, but yeah, I think kneeling is. I get why it's controversial, but I think people need to take a stand, and I think racism is so bad in this country that people just need to take a stand for it, and that's one way that people are using their platform. They have a big platform in the NFL.
Get the mic a little bit closer to you.
Closer?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, even if you want to slide it over a little bit closer to you.
Yeah.
I just want them to make sure they catch everything.
Yeah. Everything you're saying.
Yeah, no, because you're definitely saying good stuff.
Yeah. I personally don't think it's that controversial. Like, I'm just sitting here like, who gives a fuck? Let him do what he wants to do.
Right. That's where I'm at.
I can see why it would be controversial, but it's like, it's not that.
It's not that serious.
Yeah.
Like, every player is a fucking human being and they all have opinions. And, like, trust me, like, I don't watch these athletes because of what they think. Like, if I did that, I would not be a fan of Tom Brady's.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like, when you have, like one person doing this or whatever, like a handful of players doing it and, like, everybody's, like, up in arms about it kind of pisses me off. I'm like, let them do it.
I just hope America realizes that there is an imbalance. There is, racial tensions. Like,
yes,
black people are taken out of their cars and killed.
Yeah.
more often than any other race.
Yeah, and then the other thing is like you have people that like don't pay attention to this at all, right? Like they're like, oh, I watch sports for sports. Like I'm not saying,
No.
I'm not echoing what you were saying. You know who I'm talking about? The motherfuckers that are just like, they're like, he's a football player and he should be playing football.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like there would be no instance where you would have a conversation about this, if this never happened.
Right.
So like, by definition, them doing that is working. Because you're talking about it and you never spoke about it before. Now, you obviously don't agree, but at least you're talking about it. And that's the point of it. Like it's a cultural shift. You're trying to get more people involved and aware, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. There just needs to be more of an understanding.
Yeah.
You may not go through the same thing that your black friend goes through, but like that understanding and talking about it, I think these conversations that we're having nowadays are helping. We're hopefully going to be farther along.
Yeah,
it's tough to say like how far we've come since like the 60s or whenever, but
I mean, I'd argue like it's been a big difference.
Yeah,
but like yes, there's more work.
But like
to do.
there's definitely more work to do, but there's some of the stuff going on, it makes it seem like have we even inched?
It feels
we've obviously inched, but it's like it's like there's still some stuff.
Well, I feel like one last thing, but like the phones, right? You have like everybody's got a phone now. In other words, like if people had phones back then, like oh my god, the shit that we would have seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like everything is documented now. Like now, like when you look at wars being fought overseas, like not just like America, but like everybody's got a smartphone. So you're seeing these angles that you've never seen before in human history.
Right.
So like for what it's worth, like do you get what I'm trying to say?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, cool.
That's us not getting political.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you for sharing how you feel.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna switch it up a little bit.
Okay. Have a little fun.
Oh damn! You trying to have fun already?
I mean, I don't care. Zach, what are you trying to do? You trying to have a little fun?
Yeah.
Where's the fun at?
Well, I don't know. I thought you might have had some fun.
I have no fun.
All right. Let me ask you. I'll ask you an artistic question. Who do you like right now in the Waltham music scene? Like, who's your favorite artist in the Waltham music scene? Or who are you?
Hold on. Let's switch. That might be bad for business.
Okay.
Who are some of the people you're messing with? Like, who do you like about the Waltham scene?
For sure.
Who's your favorite rapper in Waltham?
Yeah, I know.
No, I have a better question.
Be like, yo, I'm never working with you again, Zach.
Yo, who's the worst rapper in Waltham?
Nah, I'm not gonna.
Come on, dog.
So
tag him.
I'll
tag him.
I'll talk to you about like some of the people I'm messing with.
Yeah.
Of course, my team, Muna, Debo, like those are my boys. They just recently released their albums. Definitely go check them out.
Yeah,
they're not on all streaming platforms, but
they're on Tidal though.
Yes, I believe so. And Muna puts his on Bandcamp too.
Okay.
Debo's is on Spotify. Grizz, you can't deny Grizz after his last album. One of the best in the city right now for sure.
Yeah.
The whole Mass Money team, Faith, Esco for sure. And there's no denying Splifftown, MAP.
DC, I like
DC, Vens is nasty. Vens is low key, like, just from the cut, like nasty.
I don't mean who's Vens. I'm sorry.
Vens?
Who's that? Is he the one that's always with DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he okay? Is he the one that bought his shots?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't catch his name. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
I'm
And
sorry.
then-
No disrespect. By
Shout
the
out
way.
to Vens.
And then Hillray.
Hillray.
I think that's the core right there. I think that's when we talk about the rap game in Waltham. I think that's what we're kind of talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
And if I miss someone, then
It's not a. Now that I think about it, it's not a very big scene.
right.
Isn't
And
it?
I think I was talking to Debo and Muna the other day about it. It's like I feel like there needs to be a little bit more happening so people just like notice more. Like there's more hitters,
No. So what I like about like what's going on right now is because you mentioned everyone. So everyone you mentioned, they work with each other,
Right.
which is great. Like I remember back in the day, like the way we thought of like getting like on was like, yo, let's beef.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And that's not the case now.
You and Roy.
Yeah. Like there's him and then like, yeah, like.
I beef with a lot of motherfuckers.
Yo.
Back then.
Dude, like it's completely off track. Do you remember when we had like beef with that one Mexican kid in California?
Yeah, bro. We had beef in Cali.
Like I had no idea. Like I have no idea who he was.
Oh,
he
man.
called me a mole rat. I got pissed. So we dropped them heat. We dropped them bars.
We dropped the heat. I made like 2 disses to that motherfucker. I did one with you and then I did one on my own. I'm like, I don't need Frank. I'm gonna fuck you up by myself. Yo, and you know what's funny? I wasn't even like involved.
I wasn't either.
Because, well, I came to his house because we used to record all the time. And Frank was like, yo, we about to diss this motherfucker. I'm like, say no more, dude. I'm ready to gun him down.
That's
lyrically.
crazy.
So, yeah, it was some good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, I was just going to say the guy that we were doing, like, because we had a friend out there and he was kind of weak.
Yeah.
He's a barber now. He's really good at cutting hair.
Isidro, shout out to Izzy.
Izzy, yeah. He's a cool dude.
But I will say this about Boston and Waltham for sure. It's like we are all working together.
No, that's good.
I think there was a point in Waltham where everyone was acting like they're from Boston and we all were in our own spots.
Yeah.
Being like, you know, I feel like there's so many different
Clicks.
Yep. There's so many different clicks. Like, oh, I'm Debo and Moon as videographer. Like, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but now it's like
More collaborative.
It's more collaborative. Like, I worked with like Pedro recently on a shoot for Esco.
Shot by
dope.
Petey Pablo.
Shot by
Shout
Petey
out.
Pablo. One of the best in the city right now. Pedro's killing it. But yeah, that was really dope. I was able to fly the drone and get a few shots with him, do some behind the scenes stuff. And that's the way that it should be. That's the way that we bring each other up. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it fun too. Like right now, like the scene is fun.
Right.
Like everything that's going on right now, like the release parties on Thursdays.
Right.
The open mics on Tuesdays.
At the Rhino Lounge.
At
Shout
the
out
Rhino Lounge. Shout
Yeah.
out to again Hill Rai and Phil Filoso.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that's super dope. And I like the fact that like no matter, it doesn't matter if there's 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, or 5 people. Like people show up, they perform, and they still have fun, and it's all love, and it's. I think that's great.
It takes guts to go up in there.
I agree.
And perform. Oh
It
my
does.
gosh.
Yeah.
I did because I'm like, I don't know whose event it was, but it was like there wasn't that many people there. I was like, okay, so I'm guessing he's not gonna perform, and he did. So shout out to him for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so okay, so you work with a lot of people from Waltham.
Yeah. I can definitely I'll go and backtrack and talk about how I started my business and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for
I
sure.
would definitely want to talk about like the come up. So I went to Westfield and obviously all that stuff happened and track and all that good stuff, unfortunately. And eventually I got my DSLR camera. I don't even want to say I wasn't fitting in with the TV club there. Shout out to Westfield State. Thank you for everything. It just wasn't my thing anymore. I kind of lost interest.
Yeah.
And I thought
In
that
running or in?
I'm sorry, in TV.
Oh, the TV.
And sports broadcasting.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
all that.
Okay.
So I picked up a camera, started doing some like odd jobs like around campus,
Okay.
and I felt like I had so much power just with that camera.
Yeah.
And I started to do a blog. The blog's called Dear Hope.
Okay.
And I was a photographer for that. Shout out to my boy Paul Falcone and everyone that was on Dear Hope helping us out. We were able to show mental illness on the outside, and we were able to create a community within that, showing pictures. We shot this in our dorm room, so it was like the true like come up story. We had like all our lights, and there was just a real community aspect, and it was a global blog, so people around the world were like seeing my photos, which was really cool.
Yeah, that sounds fire, bro.
And we were able to shoot a music video with someone who was on MTV. And we were able to carry that idea onto the video, which was super dope, you know. And then after college, I didn't get any jobs. I was searching. I feel like I applied to everyone in the book. It's like, oh, you need 2 years to, get a job.
Yeah.
It's like, then why did I go to college?
It's like an entry-level job.
Entry-level
I was about
job.
to say experience for an entry level job.
Yeah,
Right.
it's fucking cooked.
But
Fucked up system.
I started serving at Bertucci's. the grind, back to the slow grind.
Humble.
Humble beginnings. Loved it there. Made some really good friends there, but I started my business there. I started HBZ Media there. I felt like it was kind of time for me to venture off and be a creative, because that's what I was meant to do. I feel like that's why I was put on this earth, is to create and, you know, have fun with people and just bring great energy to people and tell people stories. I think that's why I was put here on this earth. And my grandfather had cancer, and, you know, he was essentially on his deathbed, and I gave my card to him. I showed him my card, and, you know, he looked so pleased. And, you know, he was a master contractor, carpenter, everything, you know. And so I just really want to, like, carry his legacy. You know, he passed the torch on to me and my family, you know. And it was just amazing. It was amazing to see that he appreciated what I was doing. And ever since then, I've been doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah. Like, it feels like you were validated by his,
I was validated by
approval.
Even on his deathbed, he was, you know, he gave that smile, that clarification that, you know, it's your time.
Yeah, I feel you. And I wanted to thank you for, you know, sharing that story with us. It's personal to you. I'm not sure if it's like something that you keep to yourself privately or not, but yeah, I appreciate you telling us that.
Absolutely.
You know, and everybody that listens.
Absolutely.
Sharing it with everybody here.
For sure.
We should we should have a drink for
You read my mind.
for your grandfather.
For your grandfather.
Thank
All right, cheers, bro.
R.I.P.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Whoa.
So I have a question.
Ooh.
You can bring that over.
When did you find out that Paris Hilton was a DJ?
That day.
He's like, I'm on the newsletter. I'm on the fucking
crazy.
email list.
That's crazy that you went that far.
Because I found out yesterday that she was a DJ.
Yeah, man.
Wait, what's the significance of Paris Hilton being a DJ?
Because I had a few internships in college. One was for Catholic Communications.
Yeah.
But before that, I worked for Porterhouse Media, and DJ Steve Porter. He would do some of the ESPN videos. Shout out Porterhouse Media.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he like the mashup videos, like for Disney and like ESPN and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so like I was working under them, doing some videos and some content stuff for them. And I got a text from the person who I was answering to, and he was like, "Yo," like that day at the Big E, he was like, "Yo, like, do you want to shoot Paris Hilton?" I was like, "Yeah."
That's pretty sick.
I was like, she's a DJ?
And I found she was like DJing. I was like, "What?" I was like, "She's not just like going out there like
That's hot."
Like that's hot. She smelled so good too. I know it's like a weird thing to say, but like she just did. She was very
How
pretty.
old is she?
She's, I don't know, she's probably close to 40.
40, yeah, inching on it, yeah.
She look good?
Yeah.
So you said she smelled good.
Yeah, she smelled good.
How good did she smell?
She smelled really rich, like
really rich.
Really?
yeah,
Like
like
money?
she smelled
There
like
you
she
go.
was rich.
Did she
smell like
smell good
money.
enough to eat the butt?
Oh,
Oh my
booty
gosh.
time! Oh my
Booty
god! Oh my god!
He said booty,
Booty time! Yo, look at the
I
angles.
see it.
Booty fucking time! All right,
Oh,
it's
boy.
time.
Yep.
Zach,
What's up?
You set yourself. She smelled so good.
she smells so good. That immediately means you want to eat some ass. So I gotta ask you.
Oh,
Zach, would you? Not trying to get close to you. Just want the mic to see me. Hello, Zach. Would you eat the booty? Dum dum dum.
Hers or like in general?
Oh, actually, hers.
Hers. Yeah. Would you eat her ass?
Sure. Yeah, I would.
Okay,
I would.
How would you do it? No, I'm playing.
walk us through.
Where
it.
would you start?
That's crazy, bro.
All right, booty in general. Are you eating it?
I
I love how he has to think about
The
it.
timer's ticking down.
Dun 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 dun.
It's like, well, first of all, I need to think. Have I eaten butt before?
yes.
It's like not. It's honestly like not really like my preference, but like shoot, like you know what I mean. Like there are times when it just happens. I feel like
One thing leads to another. You know, I've been drinking a little bit.
That Hennessy.
She bust the booty open. Oh my god. I like your answer, man, because it's honest.
It's honest, bro. That's the thing. Like, that's what Gary Vee talks about. Is like, he doesn't talk about eating butts. But
Wait, who is this?
Gary Vee,
The motivational speaker, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah, you
I'm
know
like,
Gary Vee.
yeah, I know him. But
yeah.
I thought you were going to say, like, I thought he had, like, a video. You just got to eat it sometimes. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, hold up. Gary Vee's giving sex advice now?
Yo, I feel like, oh boy. Maybe I'll take the company hoodie off.
I don't want my name associated with this.
Everyone makes that same face.
I know.
Did you guys ask Grizz this? Maybe I like lost.
Yeah, bro.
What did he say?
I mean, he said,
If it's wifey.
you know, the way, yeah, that is what he said. And then he was like,
I mean, no, but I definitely like agree. Like,
I get what he means.
I mean, Paris Hilton is wifey, so I mean,
wifey / Paris Hilton. But yo,
it does have to be wifey status.
yeah.
Like, you know,
that's what he
it's
said.
not like Tinder like status.
That's what
like,
he
you know what I'm
said.
saying?
He's like, what? If I like meet some, like, I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, if I meet some girl at the club or whatever, and like she's like, oh yeah, let's do that. Like, nah, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be a random person. I totally understand that. Now, I'm against it across the board.
What did I get myself into?
We're almost done talking about it.
No.
I'm against it across the board, but that is the one exception that I will concede. You know, your girl is your girl. It's your girl.
All right.
Anyway,
Mission accomplished.
one last thing. I can't wait till we have like 18 guests. So like by the end of the year, we can cut like a booty compilation.
It's a compilation.
Do you eat butt? Yes. No. Yes. No. If it's wife, no.
The ticker's going down.
Dude, I honestly, I want to get like a fierce like booty eating debate. Like I want somebody to get on here and be like, no, like, that's disgusting. Ugh! And then I'm not even for it either, but I'll fucking debate that shit.
I'll defend it.
I'll defend that
I
shit.
feel like Phil would like speak some real to that. Like he
So-
would just like, you know, Phil's like
Phil
really
will break it
honest.
down.
Phil would break it down.
It's so funny though, because I was thinking about this, because we're gonna have them both on here at some point.
Yeah, that's
No
gonna be
way.
fun.
So I'm gonna be like, how are we gonna go about that butt question? Like,
That's hilarious. Let's just say I asked her off camera.
did you?
Yeah. And she had a lot to say. That's as much as I'll say. That's a teaser for when she actually comes in. But
Wait a minute. What?
I mean, I didn't ask to do it.
Bro.
I was asking her about what she thinks of that act.
Back to. I don't even want to get into it.
Okay.
All right, Zach. So you eat butt.
Nah, all right.
right,
I'm
no.
just thinking about like my clients. Like, oh shoot, like.
Yo, that might get more clientele.
Bro, you're good. Don't worry. Don't
No,
worry.
I'm like wicked. Like, yo, like I'm just thinking about my clients. Like,
Yo, man, it's not even like that, bro.
yo, chill. Like, I'm just playing. Like,
Yo,
I don't even
imagine?
have sex. Like,
I'm waiting for marriage, dude.
I'm waiting for marriage.
Next
Like,
gig, so I saw you on that pod.
Honestly, if that did happen, then I'd be like, dog, we got some real power. I'd be like, we got influence, we got
you're
clout.
like, Zach, I want 5% of what you're bringing in.
All right, so we're gonna switch it up.
Yep.
Enough with the butt. So one thing that I've noticed, we get mad serious. One thing that I noticed.
What do you think about the
on
death
your,
penalty?
Like your promo videos and like your music videos and all that stuff. And it's a small little detail that I personally appreciated. That on every video, you put the person's logo before yours. Yeah. So their logo always came on first, and then your logo came on. Yeah. Except on like one video.
Yeah.
And it's like I saw that and I was like, yo, that's really dope. Because a lot of people, when I see videos like presented by and it's like their logo. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you put the client first, like I think that's super dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely client first, and I think it really depends on like how the song's hitting and everything like that. But I do want to give a testament to my clients and you know, the people. You know, I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them. So it's kind of like it's theirs too. So I want to make sure that
Noble.
they know that.
Yeah,
you know?
respect.
And another thing, again, it's like, so a lot of people like I see these on a lot of like performance videos where it's like you're capturing the artist walking on stage, which is like cool, right? It's a common thing to do. Mm-hmm. But I think it was on a Muna video. Mm-hmm. I think it's almost like in slow motion.
Yeah.
And then when the beat drops, and I think and again, I could be wrong, but I don't know if the crowd was in slow motion as well a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was just, to me, it was like, yo, that is so dope. Like, I thought, like, because you captured that moment so well, like, for the song and him performing and, like, the crowd. And I thought that was, like, super dope.
I'll tell everyone this. For what I do, I think music is one of the most important parts of videography. I think that sets the whole tone for the whole video. And it sets the whole emotion for the whole video. So it's one of those things where that's why I love working with artists. I love working with Moon and Debo and the people in Waltham and my other artists, Maystar, shout out Maystar and shout out Morvabelli. Many more to come too, but it's amazing. I love what music does to my pieces. I even used Stan the Beatsmith in my I sent you the snap.
Yeah, I was hype as fuck, man. Stan's the real one, bro.
Stan is really good, man. And I told him, I was like, you know, I was looking on Soundstripe. I got a subscription for like real estate videos and some other odd jobs, but it was one of those things. I was like, man, your sound is just so defined that like I really wanted that on here, and any way that I can show Waltham love, I'm gonna do that.
Hell yeah,
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
we should bring Stan on the show one time.
Who's Stan? I'm sorry, who's Stan?
Stan the Beatsmith. He's produced a lot of the beats on Muna's album and a bunch of
He's from out here as well.
Yeah, I went to school with him at Waltham High. He was in my TV class.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's from Cambridge originally.
Yep.
He moved out to Waltham like around maybe like early high school.
Yep.
I might get the timeline wrong.
He was a senior when actually it might have been late.
Yeah, he was in my grade.
Yep. Yeah.
So
when he was a senior, I was a junior.
Yeah. Real quiet, but solid dude.
Really talented.
Yeah, man. I remember we were in English class and he played some beats for the English class. And like I was fucking with it because I was making music at the time, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, yeah,
Gotta
man!"
Get
like
that Stan the Beatsmith beat.
Yeah, you know.
And he has his own signature, Stan the Beatsmith on the street. I don't know what it says.
Back then, I don't think he had that tag. It was just like he was just making beats, you know. And he was telling me, he's like, man, like, you know, I thought they were gonna like it more. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, like, don't even worry about that shit. Like, half the motherfuckers in here don't even listen to rap.
Right.
Like, you good. Like, I liked it. I listen to rap. You're on the right pace. You know what I'm saying?
He's so like, man, I thought I would like him more.
Yeah.
Like he's the man, bro. Like, I know. He's a good dude.
Stan the man. That's what I used to call him.
Stan the man.
Stan the fucking man. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a good guy.
Shout out to Stan the Beatsmith.
But yeah, no, back to your point, like music is definitely, I love it. Like, and I love the cohesiveness with video. Like, I feel like it should be like a dance. Like, I feel like it should, that's how it should go.
Yeah.
It should just be really smooth.
Yeah, man, you don't just do music videos. I saw promo videos for like a school, I think it was, a high school.
Yeah.
Weddings.
Mm-hmm. Weddings are huge for me.
Real estate.
Yep, real estate for sure.
What else? Yeah, I wrote office spaces.
Events.
Yep.
Shoes.
Events.
Yeah, I recently did a shoot for Clark's. That's I can't really talk too much about it, but it's pretty big.
I like that. Contractual obligations.
It's pretty big.
No, and this is your full-time job, you said, right?
This is my full-time.
I love it.
A lot of people ask it, and I bite the bullet, and I just noticed that, you know, the money coming in is nice, right? Like, when I was a server, I would get paid every day. Yeah. That was great, you know? But for this, it's like you bite the bullet to do what you love. And you might have you might be booked every week. You may not have a job, you know, for a couple days. And that's okay because you're working on your craft and you're working on your other gigs. Mm-hmm. So it's, I like it. And I'm still getting used to it. It's still, I'm a couple years in business, but it's like, yeah, I'm still getting used to it. It's cool, man. I love what I do. And I hope that people can see that in my work, that, you know, I'm trying and I'm learning every day, and I'm humble about where I'm at, and I just love it. I love this. This is my life right here.
I love that.
Yeah, man. I like your passion, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know you personally, obviously.
Thank you.
So, like,
honestly, like, I'm gonna have some videos coming out of me talking about my business. Maybe just like one like small video, but I teared up. Like, I had some tears coming down because I feel like a lot of people have doubted me over the years. They told me what I couldn't do, and here I am. This is me making my dream happen right now, early and often.
Absolutely, bro.
This is where it's at.
fuck the haters.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them, bro. All they do is hate.
Right.
But
you need that. You need it in your life. You need the haters.
A little fire.
It puts you on the pedestal. It makes you want to climb up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yo, when they hating, you doing something right.
They hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they ain't us, baby.
Speaking of anus,
Oh my gosh, my cheeks were so rosy red when I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're actually gonna do this."
So one of my another thing that I noticed, you put up one of your captions. Your captions are like well thought out. Like usually, like when you especially
Bro,
feel
that's
like,
so awesome that you notice all these things.
I have to,
my
man.
boy observant.
I have to, cause he's your boy. I met Zach today.
Right.
Like I met him at 7:00 today, right before we grabbed a burrito. You know what I mean? So yes, I have to like do my homework a little bit. But and by the way, quick side note. So a few people, we didn't announce that you were coming. Yes, because we all know what happened with the last guest. I'm kidding, by the way.
Are you kidding?
But
not Grizz, by the way. Grizz was fine.
Phenomenal.
He was phenomenal. He was professional. He was about it, man. Do you know what I mean? Like you. He was kind of like you. It's crazy.
No,
It's crazy.
But,
what do you think about that? Anyway.
I think that this has been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming, Zach.
But
long time.
no, so damn, I lost my train of thought.
Dude, that's so funny. I'm sorry.
No, so
Look at him. Look at him.
So,
Oh my
so
god.
I told a few people we're having a guest. They asked me who, and 3 or 2 people said the same thing about you when I said Zach. Juan was one of them. Coco was the other person.
Shout out to Coco.
Coco.
And Juan.
Oh, Zach? Oh, he's a really good kid. He does Taekwondo. Like, you're a good kid that can fuck you up. That's who you are.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy, but I'll beat your
that's
ass.
But back to, like, the captions, right? So you put a lot of thought into your captions, and it's not simple because usually when I see, like, promo videos, oh, we lit. Oh, we out here.
Right.
Oh, turned up. Like, because you have club videos, but even the captions were, like, well thought out. But one specific caption stood out to me. My personal favorite one. Like, not just in your Instagram, but it's one of my favorite quotes of all time.
Jay-Z.
Oh, he knows.
Yep, I know.
He knows. I'm not a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
You know what's crazy
Let
is
me
like
handle my
that was
business,
actually
Dave.
I can't take too much credit for that. Shout out Chris Dayton. He's the man.
Yep.
He's I know I'm so bad with that.
You're good. You're good.
But shout out Chris Dayton. He's doing a lot for the kids out here. But yeah, he had that in his presentation, and he was like, "I'm not a businessman." He's talking about the different levels. I'm trying to think back. He's talking about like the different levels. He had like all these quotes. He had like a Drake quote, like a Kanye quote, and he was talking about like this is the mindset that you need to have to be successful in life.
Yeah, I think in the clip he mentions a J. Cole quote. I think it was. I think he says like, "Oh, J. Cole says," and I don't think he actually says the quote, but he mentions J. Cole.
Right.
That was the individual, the person that was teaching people how to dress for success.
Dress for success.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yep.
See, homework.
I knew it was gonna be a Jay-Z line. I was like, oh, I must have been really insightful. Not Jay-Z.
All right, so
Like some shit you came up with?
Yeah, right.
This was giving you compliments off of some shit someone else said.
Like I had a Young MA line, Young Ma, Young MA.
Hell,
Ooh. I was like twerk from my Instagram. I was like, oh, that works perfect. Like the girls are like twerking in there.
They say I got the juice, I got the sauce. These haters on my body, shake them off.
Ooh.
That song's a banger.
Banger.
Bang, bang, banger.
And it's like 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a good song though, for
It's a
real.
great song.
I'm like, damn, shit goes hard.
So I
yeah,
think-
they hate, but they broke though.
I actually like her voice.
Yeah, I thought it was
She's
a dude.
swaggy.
Yeah, she's swaggy as fuck. Would you
She
hit?
reminds me of Jay-Z.
Would you hit?
I'm not Kodak.
But would you hit?
No, I wouldn't hit.
Yeah, you would.
Out of respect for her, I wouldn't
I'll
hit.
turn all this shit off and you can answer that good.
Yeah, I'll hit. No, but I think there's a good segue.
It has to be, right?
The top 5. So Jay-Z and who else?
Yo, he did not think you were saying that.
Oh, he didn't?
He's like,
my bad.
good segue, right?
No. I knew
shit.
I knew rap was coming, but shoot.
What,
yeah.
We can skip that.
No.
Nah, what did you think we were going to talk about?
I don't know. Just rapping
For the long time?
for the long time. For the long.
Oh, you trying to rap for the long time?
No.
Oh, bro,
no.
kick us.
Bro.
Yo,
Yo, hold up. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah.
Oh, hold on.
I'm really,
I thought you were going
like-
to say something. Yo, hold up. Go
Bro,
ahead.
I'm really good. Like I can't.
Do try.
can't.
Yo, my name is
Let's get
HBZ
to-
Media. Call me Zach. If you come at me, boy, I'm finna attack. Keep going.
When I film, I got the get
Oh, shit.
under pressure. I can't.
That still rhymed.
Hottest cipher on the podcast, honestly.
Yo.
That was...
I'm not
When
a
I
rapper.
film, I got the
I'm
gap.
not a rapper.
Oh, I can't.
Because
Psych, I lied.
I'm a
I'm
shooter.
back.
Because I'm a shooter. You got
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
got you, bro.
Did you guys get that one?
Yeah, you...
I break down.
Camera's my
Camera's
gun.
my
It's
gun.
Like the metaphor,
You know what I mean? Because I shoot you like the camera shoots.
I just talk like Logic, who's in my top 5. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, yeah, let's hear this
Let's
list.
hear this top five.
All right.
Zachy. Anybody call you Zachy?
The girl. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Only the bitches call me that. You better watch your mouth,
Only
Mike.
the bitches and Mike.
Mike and the bitches.
All right, so at number 1, I got Biggie.
Oh,
And this,
baby,
I don't even know
baby.
if this isn't even.
It doesn't
even
have to be in order.
Yeah,
You
no,
just
it's
gotta
okay.
mention
General top 5.
Growing up in 93, 94, like, I was hearing Biggie at like 1 and 2 years old. And the diction in his voice and his discography is just unmatched. I think Biggie's the best.
Wow. It's very limited, the discography.
But I think there's a lot there for. I say discography like he was alive for like a long period of time.
It feels like
but
he has been.
But like the body of work that he put out.
Oh, trust
Right,
me.
I mean, Ready to Die.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite albums ever.
Same here. It was the first album I bought in 5th grade.
Right.
Yeah.
Dead wrong, even though I know you guys talked on that. He said some suspect, some things there.
A little bit, yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah.
He's still a
banger.
bar machine.
Hove.
Yes. See?
Jay-Z. The Black Album is one of my favorite albums ever.
Yes,
The Black
yeah.
Album is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
The
my second
blueprints
favorite.
are all fire. I love what he did on even his recent project.
4 for 4.
Yep. I mean, The Confession, I was like, oh, shoot, that takes like a real man to be able to do that. Sean Carter is amazing, and we share a birthday, too, December 4th.
December 4th.
That's really cool.
December 4th. December
Me
4th,
too.
a star was
fuck
born.
you.
I am a Sagittarius, bitch.
You're not allowed to be a Sagittarius.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I know we're talking about, rap artists
Damn,
here,
this
but
guy
like
has the
what he
best
was...
birthday ever. Hold on, I can't get past that. Fuck.
Yep, December 4th,
Damn,
1993.
My mom couldn't have me 3 weeks earlier. What the
Shaking
fuck?
my head.
You ain't shit, dog.
My mom ain't shit for not giving birth early enough.
Hey, there's a song called December 4th by Jay-Z, too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And then A Star Was Born. He's like, December 4th, a star was born.
yeah.
Clap for him. Yeah.
J. Cole was on that.
Yeah, J. Cole.
Yeah.
Nas. Nas is up there, too.
Okay.
Nas is really, like your Jay-Z is, like, my Nas.
Oh!
I love Nas, but I will...
Shit!
I
Fuck him!
This
But
guy
we-
swears I hate Nas. I love Nas.
Shut the fuck up.
Nas makes my top 5 80% of the
But
time.
on the
You're
other
so
podcast,
corny,
and we were
dude.
talking earlier, it's like, Jay-Z has, Nas has Illmatic, and I know you have, like, It Is Written, or
Yep.
It Was Written, but, like, Illmatic is, like, a timeless album. Like, I think
Yep.
that's, like, the best rap album
Life's
ever.
a bitch and then you die.
That's why we get high, because you never know when you're gonna go. I could be a rapper.
AZ killed him on that, by the way.
Yeah, that was a great song by both of them.
Both of them.
AZ went off on that.
AZ killed that shit.
Both of them, Halftime, unbelievable. That whole album is awesome. His body of work is amazing. I love Nas. Just growing up, it was like the Biggie effect, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, he's able to go on with like Life Is Good and the Godson and
Stillmatic. I don't know if you like Stillmatic.
of course, like the Lost tapes too with Purple.
The last tape was
State of
fire.
Mind, all purple.
Yeah.
Nas is amazing. Controversial.
Here we go. Party time.
I love Kanye West.
Nah, that's not controversial.
I love Kanye
Not to me.
West.
I mean, he's not. I won't say if he's in my top 5 or not, but
I was thinking about like as an artist, like more so
Yep.
as an artist, and I get we're talking about rapper,
Mm-hmm.
dude. I love the influence that Kanye's had on everyone, and I don't know if that's what you guys are talking about. If it's influence or like
it's
it's just
whatever-
everything.
Dude, it's
Whatever you
like,
want it to mean.
It's really specific to you, Zach.
Dude.
It's who you have on your top 5.
Dude, it's so tough though.
It's hard, yeah.
Kanye,
Dude, Graduation. Are you kidding me? Almost a perfect album. I have it in the top with like Nas as almost like a perfect
that's
album.
your favorite.
That's your
Those
favorite
are-
Kanye album?
That's yes, Graduation. I think it's the cleanest. I think it's one of the best. I mean, but all of them hit at different time periods. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like
It's a
what we're
mood
talking
thing.
about.
It's a
a
mood.
thing.
I think his best album is Graduation. My favorite album is College Dropout.
Yeah, same here.
I listened to that.
But then again, I kind of like Late Registration a lot.
Yo, I listened to that and I put away all my jerseys and bought polos. Like, this is a true story. Like,
You're like, why am I dressing like this?
like fitted pants, blazers, double polos, pop collars, all that.
When I think of best albums, I think of the cohesiveness of
Yep.
it, and I just think that Graduation has that. Even though that has the skits, I'm
Yep.
sure College Dropout has the skits.
There's nothing wrong
that-
with that.
No.
They tie the album together. They do a good job of tying the album together.
I think Graduation just has that sync. I love it. I love every song on it. Besides,
Did you say
Drunk Enough.
Graduation was your...
I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I heard Late Registration. Okay, so we agree.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we agree Graduation is
But
his best.
late registration. He has Heard Him Say on that, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
I think
Roses.
that's one of my favorite. Heard Him Say
Yeah.
is one of my favorite
Oh.
Kanye songs ever. That will probably
Yeah.
be in one of my top 5.
What's the one with Cam?
Oh, that's on Late Registration. We drive at home.
driving
I ride on chrome. Dude, real quick about that song. It's called Gone.
She's gone.
Dude.
That's like something Stan would like.
You know, like
Remix.
that. You know the sequence at the end where it's just the drums,
I love that.
and then he goes, oh. I'm ahead of my time. Sometimes years now. Oh man, he kills that shit at the very end.
And he also, Kanye also came out with Last Call, and the Last Call anthem to go out with J. Cole and Logic. That has a huge effect on me too.
Okay,
I love
yeah.
that. I love
Last
that.
Call.
That's a dope song too.
That's one with Jay-Z.
Last call.
with
Yeah, Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's
laugh.
like, fuck you first and foremost.
Fuck you, Kanye. You know.
Yeah. Motherfucker. I said,
Dude, I
toast,
just really-
motherfucker.
Right. I just love Kanye for his. I feel like he was the one who set up the artistic route
Yes.
for a lot of rappers.
Yes.
And like for me, that can't go ignored.
Yep.
And I think everything has been so consistent until recently.
This might be one of my favorite top 5 so far, even though we've only heard one. I mean, like
3.
Grizz and Faith and the one that never aired.
Oh. Who was that?
And it's so tough for me too because to talk about rap, like I love Talib Kweli too. I love
Yeah.
Talib. Talib Kweli brings disaster to the industry. You know what I mean? I just go off and like say the whole song.
up
Um,
a little louder.
but-
I turn it up. I can't live my.
Dude, he's unbelievable. But
So is that your 5th?
That was your third.
Nope.
No, that's 4. He's
No,
4 in.
Talib isn't on mine.
Okay.
I'm just
Oh,
mentioning him.
yeah.
Alright.
I still want to go on Kanye because I love Kanye so much, man. Like even like from his music videos, like you think about what like Travis Scott is doing right now in the music video industry for like his music videos and. Oh
You're
my
talking to a
gosh.
Travis Scott hater, by the way.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nah, y'all should fight. Fuck that.
Oh, you're pointing at me?
Yeah.
Like-
yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
Like Kanye's video for Good Morning and what he did on Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, dude, every Kanye album is just so classic. Like,
I'm
just
not
love
mad
it.
at this top 5.
All right,
I like this.
Kanye West, and then I got M in there, and even before,
You spoke too soon.
even
No, he's good. Why are you
Just
looking at
kidding.
me?
I was because I know Grizz did this too, and I did this when we were at the restaurant. I was like, I don't know if M would be in my top 5, but just thinking back to what he's done with Relapse, Recovery, like everything before that too. I think M is unbelievable. I think he really changed the game.
I think
and he allowed for rap, for race not to essentially be like a major factor in rap.
I was just about to say
It's
that.
like the white running back. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, exactly.
The white, I like that. The white running back.
You have like older acts, Vanilla Ice, Beastie Boys, who cracked through in hip hop years prior, but they weren't at the pinnacle, right? Like when these guys broke out, they weren't like, oh my god, like they're the best, right? Nobody was thinking that, but when Eminem really cracked, it was like, holy shit, this guy might be like the best to ever do it. And a lot of people still hold that opinion. Whatever we can, that's a long discussion, right? But yeah, I really think, and it's kind of like inverted because like when we think of color barriers, we usually associate it with white dominated activities being seeing a person of color rising through the ranks. Where it's in hip hop, the reversal was seen in that one instance. Like I can't really think of other instances where this has happened, right?
Right.
But yeah, like Eminem he didn't break the white barrier. He broke the color barrier where like everybody can do it.
Yep.
After Eminem.
Absolutely.
It's really cool.
And I feel that in the beginning when Eminem started, Eminem went from, yo, that white boy can rap. And then we heard him in Renegade. It was like, no, it's not that he can rap for a white boy. That motherfucker can rap.
Yes.
And that's
general.
Yeah. And it's like To Like Collapse. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Like I think he just went off on that.
I think Renegade might be one of the greatest collaborations in hip hop.
Definitely a collab that lived up to the hype.
Yes.
Like
yes.
Two Goats.
Yeah.
Because Black Republican was the most disappointing thing ever.
Jay-Z and Nas.
Yep. Hello Brooklyn was fucking disappointing.
Hello,
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
how you doing?
Where you going?
Yep.
Can I come too?
Mr. Carter was dope though.
Mr. Carter was dope.
Yeah.
Mr. Carter was dope.
I didn't mind
when he uses that in
Yep.
the song.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Carter.
Jay-Z low key disses him.
Well, what was it? And Jay-Z's, I forget. Yeah, so it was in Rock Boys. Hello, Brooklyn. So he has that in the beginning, and then it goes.
Yep.
And then he goes into Rock Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Boys.
The Nike shoe box holding all this cash.
That
Dude.
I like that video. Like I saw that video, and then I wanted to do that dap that he did with Nas, the 1, 2, and then the salute.
Right.
Like I feel
Rock
like
Boys in the building.
Everyone try to do that shit. That shit was fire.
Or the Nas Jay-Z handshake where he like really clenches his hand. Do you remember that at the award shows?
Yep. Was it the award show? Or was it at a concert?
It might have. You might be right.
I think it was like when they both I think that it was they both stood up like this, like they took a picture and then, but yeah.
Yep.
No, but
and then I mean outside of my top 5 would be probably 50. I love 50.
Hell yeah.
Prime
Fof-
50.
I love Fofty.
50.
I don't owe you money.
Man.
I don't owe you money.
Yeah.
I'm the film guy that he was talking about.
No.
Oh, man. 50 Cent, though. God damn.
Dude, such a. I say.
That's a whole separate episode. Like,
Yeah,
we're
for
going to
sure.
50, and we're gonna have that episode one day.
Do you have any other artists that come to mind that you're like, maybe I should have added them? I
Like
mean,
a
it's
6
cool.
man.
Yeah, maybe
It's
50.
cool if you don't.
50's the.
50 is a 6 man. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, like I would need a couple months to like look and be like, yo, I missed. I mean, in
It
terms of
happens.
like artists, like this is my top 5 for like rap, but like in terms of like artists, like Kid Cudi, I think Kid Cudi changed the game immensely.
Yeah.
Emotionally, like just the way he's able to. He's just so different. He's
I
so
feel you.
different.
I feel you.
Yep.
Man on the Moon 1 and 2. Man on the Moon
the first
2.
one.
Dude, but the second one.
I like the
Don't
first
sleep.
one.
Dude, I know what you
Dude.
mean. Like, I
Don't
hear what
sleep
you're
on
saying.
Man on the Moon 2.
Like, you're saying the first, but like the second,
you're wrong.
though.
That was one,
I
that
agree,
was,
but you're wrong.
That was and that was one of the first.
I agree, but you're wrong.
Yeah. So
That was one of the first albums I actually bought.
Yo, I
in
totally
store.
agree with everything that you're saying right now, but yo,
You're
you're fucking
fucking
wrong.
no,
That
man.
was you to him just now.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying it's fake, but it's fake. Have you seen that meme with like the science guy with his hair all fucked up?
Oh yeah. I see.
You know what I'm talking about? He's like, I'm not saying it's fake.
He's like this.
yeah, and he looks like high. He's like, yo. He's like, I'm not saying it's fake, but it's fake.
Yeah. But I'm good. You good?
Dude.
I want to give you the floor, and maybe like if you want to ask us anything, or if you want to bring something up that you got going on.
oh yeah. Do you
like,
want to talk about what I have going on right now?
Yeah, sure,
I have
dude.
so many things going on.
Yeah, good. Let's hear
I
it.
have a bunch of music videos coming out. Jalen Williams Ford, he's a local Boston artist. Gonna be releasing that soon. Also doing a music video with someone from Shark Tank, who got the money from Mark
Yes.
Cuban.
Talk that shit.
Yeah. Now we're talking about the big hitters. Can't talk too much about that, but it was awesome. We had a shoot in Florida recently. And
I saw you were in Miami, right?
So we were in Fort Lauderdale, and we went
okay.
to West Palm Beach
Okay,
eventually,
okay.
and we were in the Rolls. It was like one of those like dreams money can buy
Mm-hmm.
situations, and kind of like the sky's the limit sailing for me.
Shit, man.
One of
That's
those
dope.
sailings.
Fire.
Recently had a shoot with Clark's, which was really awesome. Kind of one of those opportunity cost
Yeah.
type things. Shout out to
Joe-
Clark's and shout out to Joe
Joe
McClain
McClain.
for the opportunity and the support.
Yeah. The support.
So support
And the graphics.
and the graphics. He's nasty,
Where's
dude.
Where the graphics at? Over there.
They're in the corner. Yeah, they're over there. They're over here. They're over there.
Somewhere. Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he did our logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe's.
Joe's a solid
He did
guy.
mine too.
There you go.
Yep.
Joe's a
And he
solid motherfucker.
Oh,
My
he's-
bad. Go
he's-
ahead.
No, and it was his birthday and everything like that.
Yeah, happy birthday, Joey.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy
We love
birthday,
you.
Joe.
We love you.
Fuck the Red Sox. They're still in third place.
Oh
Fuck
jeez.
you, man.
Jeez. Wait, Yankees guy?
Yeah, he's a Yankees fan. He's
I
so
could
trash.
feel it in your voice.
When you said
What
"fuck
else-
you" like
What
that.
else do I have going on? A bunch of weddings. I recently worked with Johnny Cupcakes recently too, which
Fire.
was super fire. And I feel like we talk about like people going out on their own. And Johnny Cupcakes, I told him this. I was like, you were like one of the first ones who I saw do that,
Yeah.
and that was really cool. And I didn't necessarily understand what he was doing, but I knew it was really cool, and I knew it was like really rogue.
Yeah.
So
Was
I
he
think
cool?
that's-
Was he
he's-
cool?
Dude, he's so cool. He is so cool. I love the brand, and I love what he's doing. And actually, whatever happened in LA, like, you know, he had to close down the store, and I think that's just because he wanted to be more local.
Okay.
He likes, you know, the customer interaction, face-to-face interaction.
Yeah, I
Dude,
feel
like,
you.
that's business model right there.
Yeah, it's like mom and pop, like communal.
It is mom and pop, but it's national. It's
Yeah,
like a
exact-
national mom and
No,
pop.
yeah,
Like, that's
no, I
crazy.
know. I like that. It's like it's not political, but it's like you know, homegrown.
Right,
He
it
wants
is
to keep that
homegrown.
tradition.
So it was their 13th anniversary for their store, and he shout out to Marvin Sandoval, and we can talk about some of the other creatives involved with him too if you guys want to, but he's a great creative in terms of like his photography, like capturing Boston and beyond, and his video work is just so professional. Shout out Marvin Sandoval, but yeah, he wasn't able to take the job, and he passed it to me, and another opportunity cost type
Fire.
things.
And that's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to jump on opportunity. That's
Yep.
dope.
Right.
And that's a pattern I've noticed about you. That you see it, and it's there for you, and you don't like, oh, I have this. Fuck that. It seems like
You have
you're
a
like,
can-do
like,
attitude.
you're like, fuck
Right.
yeah. Like, it's because you know it's like a step forward in the right direction, and that's something to respect.
Muna said this about, I don't even like to talk about myself like that, but I will say this, like, if there's one thing that I will do is execute. Like, I'll say that all the time. Execution is the most important thing.
Yep.
One of the most important things in life. If you
So-
can execute and do it with love, like, you're winning, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck people that make you wait for the long time.
For the long...
Time.
All right.
All right, well,
So,
What were we at, like 3 hours?
bro, this is the longest one.
yeah, this might be a
Dang,
long
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Why are you sorry?
Bro,
It's
it was
good.
great content, and
Yeah.
that's what it was.
I had
I
a
was
lot
so
of fun.
I was so
I'm like-
nervous.
I know. I'm like, where you going, dog? Yo, Zach.
All right,
It's
cheers.
okay. We don't
Thank
got to
you.
touch. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
guys so much for having me.
Absolutely, bro.
Yes. This is a good fucking episode.
You'll be back soon, my dude.
Thank you.
If you want to be.